No mercy. Harry painfully snubbed as Sky reporter kicked the wasp's nest. Don't behave like this. Prince Harry was filmed reacting with disdain at Sky News royal correspondent Rhiannon Mills asking him a question during his tour of South Africa. During his tour South Africa with Meghan Markle in the autumn of 2019, royal insiders said that Prince Harry began to exhibit signs of becoming fed up with the British media. During a stop in Malawi, Sky News royal correspondent Rhiannon Mills stated she realized she had kicked the wasp's nest when the Duke of Sussex retaliated brusquely when she sought to ask a question about his job. Footage shown in the BBC documentary The Princes and the Press, Prince Harry could be seen first ignoring Ms. Mills as she questioned him before slamming, "Don't behave like this." While doorstepping members of the royal family is normally a no-no, the Sky News royal correspondent stated she had done it in the past with great outcomes. She said, "He doesn't stop and give me a full interview but he acknowledges me or whatever." This one played out quite differently. The Duke of Sussex was then shown footage of her confrontation with him, in which she approached him at the end of a meeting and asked, "What do you intend to gain with this?" The Duke was observed walking straight to his car before turning around and returning to Ms. Mills, who had questioned him twice about his aspirations. He first laughingly said, "What? Ask them." But as Ms. Mills asked again about the importance of talking to local communities, Prince Harry turned with a cross look on his face to say, "Don't behave like this." The Sky News presenter said, "Most people looked at it and thought, well, hang on, it was a polite question. Why did it blow up? But looking back at it now, I had basically kicked the wasp's nest." Shortly after their return from South Africa, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle revealed that they will take a 6-week hiatus to spend time with their son Archie. A documentary about their journey broadcast a few weeks later, exposing the couple's closeness with the royal family for the first time. ITV reporter Tom Bradby, a close friend of the royal, was granted exclusive access to the couple and was the first to discuss with the Duchess of Sussex the struggle she had been facing of the pressure of royal life. Recently, journalists and broadcasters who featured on a BBC documentary about the royals claim that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry made life difficult for the media from around the time Archie was born. The second installment of the two-part series The Princes and the Press follows the BBC's media editor Amol Rajan, as he looks at the relationship between the royals and the media. Tonight's episode, which focused on the period from 2018 to 2021, saw several journalists and broadcasters claim that it felt like the Duke and Duchess of Sussex would go out of their way to make the media look stupid, referring to the time Archie Mountbatten Windsor was born. Richard Palmer, royal correspondent for the Daily Express, told Amal, "When Archie was born, they told us that they would be positioned outside Windsor Castle where there would be media briefings. And then, on the day he was born, they announced she'd gone into labor, so we're all rushing to Windsor, and then you find out she'd given birth hours ago. They made it so difficult for us, and it felt like they'd deliberately gone out of their way to make the British media look stupid." Rhiannon Mills, royal correspondent at Sky News, added, "When we were finally introduced to Archie, it was 3 days after he was born and they decided they wanted to do a very small photo call." Meanwhile, broadcaster Trevor Phillips also said, Meghan and Harry, made it clear that the historic convention, for example pictures of an infant, they weren't going to go with it. Pictures of an infant,